Welcome back to Panzer Unleashed. This is the broadcast that cuts through all that fucking bullshit and exposes the truth lurking in the shadows of our government. I'm Panzer, and today we're going to go ahead and dig deep on a topic that's been kind of gnawing at the fabric of our society. You know, that festering wound of disillusionment. And the air is thick, people, with the lies, and I'm fucking done pretending, you know, that this is anything less than betrayal. And it's time to rip the fucking mask off this charade festering underneath society. And this isn't just some fucking political fluff, you know what I'm saying? This is some hard-hitting fucking reality right here, people. You know, our hard-earned taxpayer dollars are being squandered on absolute fucking nonsense. And while the men and women out there we put in power, they're fucking lining their pockets and playing their fucking games behind closed doors. And I'm here to tell you, people, enough is fucking enough. And it's time to wake up and smell the corruption, people. And if you think you can just sit fucking back and trust the system blindly, you're dead fucking wrong. Look at the Epstein files. That constant fucking cover-up and that fucking blatant disregard for our rights. It's all part of the grand design to keep you subdued, distracted. And like I said, I refuse to be a fucking pawn in this fucking twisted, fucked up game, my friends. And take your fucking blindfolds off. You know, I'm laying it out there on the table for you, and believe me, my friends, it's a sight to behold. And let's start with the elephant, people. The government's betrayal of the very people it's supposed to fucking serve, right? And it's not just incompetence. It's a systematic failure. A deliberate orchestration of lies that infiltrate every level of our society. You know, from the moment we hand over our hard-earned dollars to the taxman, we're told it goes to the greater good, right? But where the fuck does that money really go? You know, that shit is funneled into bureaucracies that archive nothing but fucking propagation, you know, and more bureaucracy. You know, it's a fucking vicious cycle, people. And we're the ones that's getting the fucking short end of the stick out here. And like I said, the fucking Epstein files, you know, we all heard those fucking whispers about the Epstein case, the rich and the fucking powerful cloaked in this fucking secrecy, engaging in these acts that are so fucking vile and disgusting that they should make our blood boil. And what do we get in return? A fucking half-hearted investigation that fizzled out faster than a fucking firework on a rainy fucking day, people. And why? Because those people in power are more concerned about protecting their own fucking bullshit and serving than serving the public. And it goes to show that they have the audacity to act like they're doing us a fucking favor over here. But we know the fucking truth, people, and the truth is this. They're pulling the strings hard, and we're left in the dark. Our voices are fucking drowned out by the chaos that they create around us. And just remember all those promises, like I say, the transparency, the accountability, they're just empty words. Hollow echoes of what we were fucking sold, people. And it's time to face the fucking facts. You know, we're living in a system that thrives on deception and manipulation. Did you get the fucking memo yet or what? You know, it's a taxpayer's nightmare. You know, talk about the money for a second. You know, you work your fucking ass off for your paycheck. But what do you see in return? Endless wars, failed fucking policies, and a government that couldn't give a fuck about your struggles. And your taxes are being funneled into projects that fucking make no fucking sense at all. You know, initiatives that lead nowhere. You know, while our infrastructure fucking crumbles like cookies. And when we dare to question, you know, their spending, you know, what the fuck do we get? Stonewalling and excuses. oh, trust us, fuck you. We know what's best. But do they really? Or are they just fucking lining their pockets while we're left to fend for ourselves out here? And don't even get me fucking started on this media bullshit. It's a fucking circus out there, people. They peddle narratives that fit the government's agenda while ignoring all the real issues that are tearing us the fuck apart as a nation. The misinformation is rampant, and we're left to fucking sift through this rubble, searching for the fucking truth. Look at Grok out there on the AI platform. Like I said, man, you have to question history because it's written by those who have been the victors. And like I say, you have to question everything, especially in this information war. And they're winning right now because you're too fucking busy arguing over the scraps that they fucking throw out there. And how many times have we seen the same tired faces on our fucking TV screens spinning tales that leave us more confused than informed? It's a fucking game of smoke and mirrors, people. And we're the ones getting burned out here. And we need to wake the fuck up, take the blindfold off, and see the manipulation for what it really is, people. So tell me something. What the fuck can we do about this as a people? We can't just sit back and let this fucking continue. This is time to rise and demand accountability. We need to be the ones holding our leaders accountable, not the other way around. You have to start those conversations in your communities out there, people. Stir the fucking pot. Talk to your neighbors, share what you know, expose the lies. Because we need to arm ourselves with the knowledge, because that's the only way we're gonna fucking shift the balance of power back to the people. We the fucking people. And you have to write your representatives. Fucking flood their inboxes. Make your voice heard. Make it an iron voice, my friend. Let them know we are watching your asses. And if they think they can get away with their fucking shenanigans, they're sorely mistaken, my friend. And like I said, you have to become part of that grassroots movements, people, that challenge that fucking status. Use any social media platform that amplifies your fucking message at this point. We're over here taking it up the coattails because our government is into some weird shit. And, we have to hold them accountable. And it's time for the real consequences. No more slaps on the fucking wrist, man. Those who betray our trust, bring out the fucking rope already. We need to be relentless in our pursuit of justice and make examples of these people. Trump said it best. He's ready to start executing drug dealers. And I agree 100%, because you have to fucking make an example. The art of war, Sun Tzu. Make an example, people. That's how we will thrive. And if they're not just serving the public good, then they shouldn't be in power. So there it is, people. This disillusionment we face, the lies that blind us, and the fight ahead, people, we can't afford to be passive any fucking more. We have to take a fucking stand, speak the truth and fear no one, and demand accountability. We deserve this. And if you hear nothing else today, hear this, my friend. The government is not your fucking ally. It's your responsibility to hold him to account. We are the backbone of this goddamn nation, and it's time we stop letting these fucking pieces of shit treat us like fools. Wake the fuck up, educate yourself, educate with your community, and demand change. Because you can choose to accept this bullshit, or you can rise up and reclaim your power. Power to the fucking people. We the people. And this is Panzer Unleashed, my friends. And like I said, the broadcast might end, but the fucking fight for truth and accountability never stops. This is Scott Panzer Paulson, live from Hack Studios. Out.